Welcome back to this wonderful Monday morning. Now, for a lot of people here in Korea, it's not that wonderful because we are still going through a lot of funerals. And technically right now, the weather, we're raining. And it's been pretty dark for the past few days here in South Korea. And like we said, a lot of people are visiting joint funerals to express their condolences. And if you're in Korea right now, I hope you made your time to pay them a visit. Now, What's Poppin' was one of the first to broadcast the news from the very beginning of the tragedy. And it's hard to believe that it's already been 2 full weeks. And however, I'm sure that we'll never forget what happened. And they will always be in our hearts. Now with the first song of the day, now we sort of hope that we can help you guys go through these tough times. So the first song we have for you guys right now is by a singer named Amy Winehouse. And the song is called Tears Dry. That was Amy Winehouse with Tears Dry. And right now you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Alright, how to get in contact with us is pretty simple. Please send a text message to sharp or pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Or you can send us a Kakao message, but you have to add TBS efm as a plus friend, of course. And if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter and send us tweets at What's Poppin'. And we're live today, so we really would like for you guys to call us at 02-778-1013. Also, if you have any messages or just want to, let us know how we're doing, please send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. And if any of you guys are curious about our past playlists, please check out our playlist on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. But for now, a word from our sponsors, which are Mecol and LG G Pro 2. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And now it's time for today's pick. And we choose an occasion or talk about an occasion, and then we play a song that goes perfectly well for it. And today's word is regret. Now, we all have regrets in our lives more often than we wish and hope for. And honestly, there's no such life without any regrets, and that's true. And we have a regret. It usually comes with a weight of guilt, and because of this weight, some people could feel too proud to admit that they actually made mistakes, and they try to ignore and not deal with it. Now, to deal with the regrets is the most important part of life. So here are a few tips on how to deal with your regrets. Number 1, accept it. If you can't escape the mental image of doing something you regret, it's time to give up the idea that the situation can be any different. So what's done is done, but of course you should never forget what happened. Number 2, use it. Now, experience is the best way to learn, so don't get stuck in your regret. You got to learn from it. Now, this is the true benefit of a regretful experience. The next time you encounter a similar situation, I'm pretty sure you guys will make better choices. Number 3, change it. If you run into a similar situation, we hope that you learn from your mistake and hope you have you learn to do something a little bit different to get out of that situation. Now, remind yourself why you made the wrong choice or made the mistake to begin with. And lastly, channel it. Now, unfortunately, life sometimes delivers big regrets. Now, the kind that we just can't shake off easily. Now, if you're weighed down by heavy regret, think about how you can channel your mistake into, doing good for others. Now, give off yourself to a related cause and try to think of a more personal way to give on your own. Turning a negative into a positive can have an endless ripple effect, which is always a good thing. So here's a song about something, making choices, whether it could be a good one or a bad one, or if you get regrets or not. So perfect song is by a singer named Adele. And the song is called Chasing Pavements. That was Adele with Chasing Pavements. Now, Chasing Pavements is about splitting up with her ex-boyfriend and having her heart broken for the first time. And also the song lyrics were inspired by having an argument with a boyfriend in a bar back in London. And after the argument, she stormed out and began running down Oxford Street. Now, apparently, he still brags on how the song is about him. He tells all his friends and, of course, random people. But she explains the song is about regrets and being heartbroken. Alrighty, moving on to the next artist. And this next artist debuted at the same time when Adele debuted back in 2007, and they're both named as the next Amy Winehouse. And we're talking about Miss Duffy. Now, Duffy's a Welsh singer-songwriter, and her most known song is Mercy and Rock Ferry. And back in January of 2008, Duffy came in second against Adele in the annual BBC News online poll for the Sound of 2008, which is a category for the most promising new musicians. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is off her first album. So this is Duffy singing Rock Ferry. That was Duffy singing Rock Fairy. Now, the question about Duffy, a lot of people wonder, is how can you sing so well? And Duffy has a very interesting story on that. At the age of 4, Duffy had an accident and broke her nose while playing with her sister. And of course, she was really upset about it. But then her doctor calmed her down and said, "Don't worry, one day you'll be a really great singer." Now, she still believes that, that's how she got her singing voice. And I'm pretty sure the doctor is some kind of fortune teller or something for him to know that she was going to be a great vocalist. Either way, going back to her music career, despite her commercial success, she only released 2 albums. And back in 2011, she announced that she'll take a 2-year break from music before she can begin preparations on her 3rd album. Now, many fans were, waiting for a new album to hope to see her on music festivals and all that good stuff. And she was scheduled to perform in Monaco and Dubai. But however, she either canceled it or failed to show up. Now, many fans were disappointed, but then she performed for the first time in over 3 years during a tribute to the French singer Edith Piaf held in New York City. Alrighty, moving on. We're going to move on to the last artist for the first half of our show. Now, this artist, of course, you guys, for you youngsters out there don't know him, but he's a very talented artist in the neo-soul category. Of course, a classic R&B singer by the name of Musiq Soulchild. And Musiq Soulchild actually recently had a concert here in South Korea on April 19th. So for those of you guys who went to his concert, you're lucky. But of course, a lot of you probably didn't make it out there because of the situation and what Korea is going through right now at this time. But either way, it's going to be the last song for the first half of our show. But remember, second half, you guys are more than welcome to send in requests. And even today, we ask that you guys request songs more, of hope, something soothing for everybody, soothing for the soul with all the funerals going on. But for now, last song is Musiq Soulchild with Just Friends. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. Now, in the second half of What's Poppin', even this week up till today, we're going to be playing more soothing songs, more relaxing songs. So if you guys have any songs of that genre that you want to request, you're more than welcome to. And you know how to do that. You can send us a text to #1013 for a charge of 51. You can call the studio at 02-778-1013. Hit us up with a tweet on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin'. Alrighty, but for now, we have a word from our sponsors, which are Mecol, SK Telecom, LG G Pro 2. Alright, welcome back to What's Poppin'. Now, today is Monday, and most of you guys know usually we play a segment called Jump Up and Get Down, but we do not think that's appropriate for this week. Hopefully we'll get back to our normal segments starting next week. Today we're going to be playing music that's a little bit more, soothing for the soul, healing music. So if you guys have any songs of that sort, of course R&B if you want, you can send in those requests right now, and we're going to play great songs for you guys today. Now, today we have great music from the 90s. Now, if you grew up in the 90s and you guys are familiar with 90s R&B music, you'll definitely enjoy today's playlist. Now, even if you didn't grow up listening to R&B, we're sure that you'll know our next artist. Now, his songs are a huge sensation in Korea, of course, and the song that we have right now, not set up for we want to talk about that everybody knows about in Korea is, of course, One Last Cry. Great song. Now, I don't know if you guys can guess the artist just by the title of the song, but we're going to be talking about the very talented, the gifted, R&B's icon, Mr. Brian McKnight. Now, he's an American singer, songwriter, and producer, and he's earned 15 Grammy Award nominations. But however, the sad truth is he's never actually won a single Grammy. He's only been nominated. And his musical career started when he joined a choir at his church. And everyone in his family, it's pretty unfair, but they're very gifted with music. And so his older brother, Claude McKnight, was in a band called Take Six. And then finally, when Take Six got signed to a record deal, he actually encouraged his brother Brian, to send in a demo tape. And he did at the age of 19. And then, of course, Brian McKnight actually got himself a record deal. Now, he released his self-titled album, and it peaked at 58 on the Billboard 200 chart, and his single One Last Cry reached number 13 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Now, we're going to play a song from his second album. Although his first album is quite popular in Korea, his second album was probably the most successful album here in Korea as well. So, we're going to play a song called Anytime by Mr. Brian McKnight. That was Rough End singing If I Was the One, requested by May Ann. And right now, like we said, we're live today, so we want you guys to call in if you can. And we have a caller online right now. TBS efm's What's Poppin', who am I speaking to?
Hello, Brian. This is Linda from Seoul.
Hello, Linda.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Unfortunately, today's not the greatest morning. Of course, it's raining outside. It's pretty dark as well.
Yes, it's raining. Like the heaven is crying for the people suffering the accident.
Very true. Today's Monday. Are you actually at work right now?
Yes, I will work later.
Okay. Awesome. Now, today we're talking about regrets. Now, are there any regrets in life that you kind of, think back to and you wish that never happened? Of course, we all think that way, but anything that you can mention that, or maybe you had a regret and with time it actually got better?
But sorry, I don't understand what regret means.
Regret is pretty much in a simplified way or definition. It's pretty much, something you've done in the past that you wish never happened. Maybe you said something to somebody and it hurt their feelings and you realize right now, I should have never said that. So you kind of, you're upset at yourself for saying or doing a certain thing.
I think I don't have that kind of feeling till now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It's still Monday morning. It's hard to think about it off the top of your head, of course.
Sorry.
Thank you for calling in today. And of course, like it was already mentioned on Alex's show earlier, but all the funerals are going on at this during this week, of course. Although a lot of victims haven't been found yet, there's a lot missing. There's over 100 missing still. But like we said, we urge you guys and we ask every one of our listeners, everyone all over the world, if you can just say a prayer and pretty much just be there. And I'm pretty sure around the world, Alex mentioned it, that there's places where you can actually go to, pray, send donations. It could be money. It can be, I guess food or something that can help the families of the victims.
Or just mind. Yeah.
Yes, very true. And hopefully you can help out as well.
Yes. You also can, Brian.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, Linda. Well, I know you're going to be going to work very shortly, so I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Try not to stress out.
Yes, thank you very much. You too.
Alrighty.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Be careful driving.
Will do.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was Linda, originally from China and living in Korea right now, studying, of course. And she didn't have a song request. She just wanted to, be online and pretty much just chat with us and, just uplift everybody. I'm pretty sure she was pretty nervous. A lot of callers who do call can't just all of a sudden talk off the top of their heads and say what they thought they were going to say. A lot of people actually blank out when they actually are on air. But we want to thank her for having the guts to call in and just say what she did. But right now we're going to play a song that's another request by Brian Ju Singapore. And it's a great song, by a group of guys from Ireland, of course. And it's a group called Westlife. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is Unbreakable. Another song request has come in by a person named Ebony, of course. It's a great song by a great artist named Monica. The song is called Angel of Mine. That was Angel of Mine by Monica. And once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in right now. But unfortunately, we have to wrap things up. But the last song we got for you guys right now is actually requested by Brian Ju Canada. She originally requested a different artist to sing the song. But we thought that this would be more appropriate, of course. She wanted Mariah Carey or Journey singing Open Arms. But we have the version sung by Boyz II Men set up for you guys right now. And it's going to be the last song for our show. But once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. And don't be too sad because I'll be back again tomorrow at 9:05 a.m. Once again, this is Boyz II Men with Open Arms.